The TikTok ban is set to go into place on January 19th. And if that happens, I predict that three different platforms are likely to follow with bans next. My name is Hillary Billings. I am the co-founder and CEO of Attentionaires, where we help personal brands, entrepreneurs, and companies grow their reach and revenue through short form video strategy, like TikTok, like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and Facebook Reels. And all of the teachings that I have help people to grab attention and create content that their audiences care about, that are going to convert for them, that they also won't cringe at. Not only have I helped my clients to the tune of 250xing their results and 250xing their views, getting the conversions they want, from keynotes to more customers to revenue and reputation, but I've also been on my own content journey, going from no views the first 9 months that I was a content creator to over 1 billion organic views in the following 12 months. And the systems that I've created have also allowed me to teach other content creators to the tune of billions of views. I even sat for a while on TikTok's agency advisory board. So I've had the chance to work with TikTok firsthand to grow my own following there. And yeah, there would be some major implications for me personally if this ban does go through. Now, I have a lot of my own theories as to why this TikTok ban is even on the table. But first, I want to back this up a few years, because when I started my content creator journey, I was on Facebook. And over the time that I was creating content on Facebook, another massive security concern was arising, but this time with Zuckerberg. And I specifically remember him testifying with Congress about the legitimacy of his business model and how no one in Congress understood how Facebook worked. And then even asking how he could make money off of his platform if the users weren't paying to be a part of it. At that time, there was a lot of speculation as to whether or not Facebook was going to be taken down or should have been shut down because of squirrely business practices. And yet here we are in 2025, and it is not only still around, it has become an even bigger conglomerate today. So we've seen this before, where platforms have come under scrutiny and under fire. And because so much is changing, and the decentralization of information and the decentralization of control, it shouldn't be a shock to anybody that we're having to go through this. The uniqueness of TikTok is that it is a platform with over 1 billion users, 150 million of which are US based. And it is the most popular platform in social media right now. And in fact, it is more popular for Gen Z and millennials to use TikTok as a search engine than it is for them to use Google. TikTok Shop has rapidly become a massive competitor for, let's say, Amazon. The biggest concerns and the reasons why the government is saying that we should ban TikTok is because of its ties to China, because of national security concerns and data privacy concerns. And those things on their own all sound very terrifying and things that we should take very seriously. However, I don't believe that this is fully out of the goodness of the government's heart to want to do this. When you have a company that has more users than the other US-based social media companies, and the people that are tied to some of our biggest political candidates are now under threat, it would make sense that they would want to get that market share back. This is just my personal opinion. Maybe there are security concerns that we need to be aware about. 100% and absolutely. But as I start to tell you about these other platforms that should also be going under ban if the TikTok ban does go through, it'll start to make you wonder why there hasn't been more of a conversation about these other platforms as well, considering the implications of what's happening right now with TikTok. I personally believe TikTok is the focus because it is a direct competitor to Amazon. It is a direct competitor to Meta, and it's building in a way that the US market can't control it. And so, of course, they would want it to sell, and they would want it to sell to a US based company for that reason. Again, that's neither here nor there, just more information to give to you as you're considering whether or not you want to be on the platform and whether or not you want to use these other platforms that I think would have the potential to be banned if this TikTok ban does go through. So let's talk about those. The first one that I would say would have to be banned right alongside TikTok is CapCut. CapCut is owned by ByteDance, and ByteDance is the parent company for TikTok. So automatically, any company that is owned by ByteDance, which is a China-based organization, would in theory have the same data privacy and national security concerns as TikTok. And because, by the way, CapCut is an app by which users can create their content, they're not uploading anything to that platform that they wouldn't be uploading to TikTok. That would be a massive implication for a lot of creators because, one, for most people, it's free. There is a pro version that you can use as well, but it's the most easily integratable software for anyone to edit on that then allows you to post to multiple places. That's the great thing about CapCut. And one of the reasons why I've been a proponent of it for years is because instead of going and creating an individual video, one on Instagram, one for YouTube Shorts, one for Facebook, one for TikTok, CapCut allows you to create it once and then be able to post it without the bouncing watermark, which is going to hurt your algorithm views, without having to worry about if the music is available on every single platform with the fonts that you want, with the edits that you want. And it also gives you the different features that are available in your regular editing tool on Instagram and TikTok. So you have your ability to do swipe ups and your ability to do green screens and your ability to do transitions and adding captions, just like you would if you were working from within the app. And a lot of creators, especially those who didn't start making content like I did back with Adobe Premiere or with Final Cut Pro, this has become their go-to staple. So to lose CapCut would be a massive blow to a lot of creators, just like losing TikTok would be a massive blow to a lot of creators that are using this as a way to generate income and grow their reputations. So if TikTok gets banned, that would be the first one to go next, would be CapCut. The second platform that I think would follow if the ban on TikTok holds would be Lemonade. Lemonade is a Pinterest meets Instagram kind of old-timey platform that harkens back to what Instagram used to be. There's been a lot of push for people to get on Lemonade. Like, oh, you don't like TikTok. Oh, Instagram's becoming too much like TikTok. We want to go back to photos. Just go to Lemonade. So now you have a wave of creators that have entered the Lemonade economy. Might not know this, but Lemonade is also owned by ByteDance. And the logic should follow that anything owned by ByteDance would not only come under scrutiny, but also be set to be banned next. So now we got three. We got TikTok, we got the CapCut, and we've got Lemonade. So the last one on my list that I think would be up to be banned would be a platform called WeChat. And you may remember this is kind of a combination platform. It does a lot of different things and has some like social versus Slack integrations. And in fact, in 2020, President Donald Trump at the time put forth an executive order to have WeChat banned. Now, this ban was blocked and so it was allowed to move forward. But if you bet that if platform banning starts to, if we create a precedent for platform banning and our incoming president already had the desire to ban WeChat, then you can bet that that would be another one that I think would be on the chopping block. So those are my predictions for the three platforms that are most likely to be up for ban if the TikTok ban holds, but I'm not sure it's going to. What are your thoughts? I'd love to know what you think is going to happen next. So leave me a comment, and I cannot wait to see what happens.